जय राधा राधिका रमन राधा राधिका रमन श्री राधे। जय कृष्णा बलराम कृष्णा बलराम कृष्णा बलराम जय कृष्णा बलराम। जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा। जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे। गौरानिताय 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 श्री श्री गौरानिताय। जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रील प्रभुपाद। जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रील प्रभुपाद। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 श्रील प्रभुपाद। श्री गुरु चरणा पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा। श्री गुरु चरणा पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा। वंदो मुई सावधान माते वंदो मुए सावधान माते याहार प्रसादे भाए भवतरिया या याहार प्रसादे भाए भवतरिया या कृष्ण प्राप्ति है यहाँ है ते कृष्ण प्राप्ति है यहाँ है ते गुरु मुखा पद्मा वाक्या चित्ते ते करिया ऐक्या गुरु मुखा पद्मा वाक्या चित्ते ते करिया ऐक्या अरना करी हमने आशा अरना करी हमने आशा श्री गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तम गति श्री गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तम गति ये प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा ये प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा चक्षुदान दिलो ये जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से चक्षुदान दिलो ये जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित प्रेम भक्ति यहाँ है ते अविद्या विनाशयाते प्रेम भक्ति यहाँ है ते अविद्या विनाशयाते वेद गाय आहार चरिता वेद गाय आहार चरिता श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आधम जनार बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आधम जनार बंधु लोकेनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना लोकेनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना आहा प्रभु करो दया देह मोरे पद छाया प्रभु पाद करो दया देह मोरे पद छाया एबे अश गोशुक्रे भुवाना एबे अश गोशुक्रे भुवाना श्रील प्रभुपाद पतित पावना जय प्रभुपदा 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 श्रील प्रभुपदा प्रभुपाद 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 निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल श्री प्रभुपाद की नाम ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि Gaura Bhaktivedanta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Radhika Raman, Radha Radhika Raman Shri Radhe. जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम। प्रभुपाद 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 श्रील प्रभुपाद। निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल। जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस अवेचन अरविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद की। इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य बीबीटी फाउंडर आचार्य शील प्रभुपाद की। जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस शील भक्ति सिद्धांत ठाकुर प्रभुपाद महाराज की। अनंत कोटि वैष्णविंद की। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तविंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की। श्री श्री वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की। नवदीप मायापुर धाम की। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की। गंगा माई यमुना माई की। विंध्य देवी तुलसी महारानी की। भक्ति देवी की। श्री श्री राधा राधिकरमन भगवान की। श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम भगवान की। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की। श्री श्री गौनिताय भगवान की। श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees हरे कृष्णा। All glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada की।
सभी मेरे साथ गुरु वंदना दोहराएंगे। हमारे गुरुदेव के चरण कमल ही एकमात्र साधन है जिनके द्वारा हम शुद्ध भक्ति में सेवा प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। मैं उनके चरण कमलों में अत्यंत भक्ति एवं श्रद्धा पूर्वक नतमस्तक होता हूँ। उनकी कृपा से जीव भौतिक क्लेशों के महासागर को पार कर सकता है तथा कृष्ण की कृपा प्राप्त कर सकता है। मेरी एकमात्र इच्छा है कि उनके मुख कमल से निकले हुए शब्दों द्वारा अपनी चेतना को शुद्ध करूं। उनके चरण कमलों में अनुराग ऐसी सिद्धि है जो समस्त मनोरथों को पूर्ण करती है। वे मेरी बंद आँखों को खोलते हैं तथा मेरे हृदय में दिव्य ज्ञान भरते हैं। जन्म जन्मांतरों में वे मेरे प्रभु हैं। वे प्रेमा भक्ति प्रदान करते हैं और अविद्या का नाश करते हैं। वैदिक शास्त्र उनके चरित्र का गान करते हैं। हे गुरुदेव, करुणा सिंधु तथा पतित आत्माओं के मित्र, आप सबके गुरु एवं सभी लोगों के जीवन हैं। हे गुरुदेव, मुझ पर दया कीजिए तथा मुझे अपने चरणों की छाया दीजिए। आपका यश तीनों लोगों में फैला हुआ है। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
यमुना तीरो बनचारी यमुना तीरो बनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदा Yashodanandana Prajanarandana Yashodanandana Prajanarandana Yamuna Tiro Manachari Yamuna Tiro Manachari Jaya Radha Madhava Punjabi Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Punjabi Hari Jaya Mata Mansa BRNACH Radha Krishna Bhogavna Sam Radha Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Navadvip Dham ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai, Jamuna Mai ki jai, Dwarka Dham ki jai, Swami Bhaktivedanta ki jai, all glories to God. All glories to God. Thank you very much. Govindamadi Purisham Tamam. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunya Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunya Bihari Jaya Radha जय नवदीप धाम की जय गंगा माई की जय जमुना माई की जय तुलसी देवी की जय भक्ति देवी की जय स्वामी भक्तिवेदांत की जय ऑल ग्लोरीज टू देयर समर्थ ऑल ग्लोरीज टू देयर समर्थ ऑल ग्लोरीज टू देयर समर्थ थैंक यू वेरी मच Hare Krishna. Right. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Shonaka Uvacha. Kasya hetun Nijagraha Kalim Digvijaye Nripa Nrideva Chinna Drik Shudrako Aso Gam Yaha Pada Hanat Tat Katyata Mahabhaga Yadi Krishna Kata Ashrayam शौनक उवाच कस्य हेतो निजग्राह कलिं दिग्विजये नृपा नृदेव चिह्न दृक् शूद्र कोसो गाम्यः पदाहनत् तत्कथ्यता महाभाग यदि कृष्ण कथाश्रयम् शौनक उवाच कस्य हेतो निजग्राह कलिं दिग्विजये नृपा नृदेव चिह्न दृक् शूद्र कौसौ गाम्यः पदाहनत् तत्कथ्यता महाभाग यदि कृष्ण कथाश्रयम् शौनक उवाच कस्य हेतो निजग्राह कलिं दिग्विजये नृपा नृदेव चिह्न दृक् शूद्र कौसो गाम्यः पदाहनत् तत्कथ्यता महाभाग यदि कृष्ण कथाश्रयम् तत्कथ्यता महाभाग यदि कृष्ण कथाश्रयम् शौनक उवाच Shaunaka Rishi said, Kasya, for what? Heto, reason. Nijagraha, sufficiently punished. Kalim, the master of the age of Kali. Digvijaye, during the time of his world tour. Nripaha, a king. Nrideva, royal person. Chihnadrik, decorated like. Shudrakaha, lowest of the Shudras. Asau, he. Gam, cow. Yaha, one who. Podahanat, struck by the leg. Tat, all that. Katyatam, please describe. Mahabhaga, O greatly fortunate one. Yadi, if however. Krishna, about Krishna. Katha, Ashrayam, related with his topics. Translation. Shaunaka Rishi inquired, why did Maharaj Parikshit simply punish him, since he was the lowest of the Shudras, having dressed as a king and harmed a cow with his leg? Please describe all these incidences as they relate to the topics of Lord Krishna.
So, here is the basic principle is Jadi Krishna Kathasrayam. Devotees are interested to discuss something if it is helping us how we can become more and more attached to Krishna. That is it. Otherwise, we are not interested in the matter of general principles of morality, social culture, ethics. They are required. But because this material world means it is a contaminated world, infected world. So, here in this material world, so-called morality or immorality is the same because it is infected. Just try to understand. If there is an epidemic infection, so in that condition, first of all, what is the necessity? First thing is to disinfect the epidemic. In the infected area, you cannot derive any benefit by discussing morality or immorality. The man is dying out of infection. So, to an immediately dying person who is sure to die due to infection, what is the use of giving instruction of morality or immorality? He is going to die. Similarly, in this world, they have invented so many things, philanthropism, altruism, nationalism, thisism, thatism, but without Krishna. It is the same position. Without Krishna consciousness, he is going to hell. However moral he may be, however pious he may be, so-called. If he does not know Krishna, it has no meaning. Therefore, the first condition was that we are interested to hear about Maharaj Parikshit's punishing the colleague, provided it helps us to advance in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, we have no interest. This should be the principle of devotee. We can take part in everything, politics, sociology, or philanthropism, altruism. There are so many things they have discovered. Provided by taking part in that department of activities, we advance our Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, reject. Don't take part. He'll be implicated. That philosophy, technique, dhori maas nachui pani, that we should fish, but don't touch the water. If on the plea of fishing you fall down in the water and you are gone, washed away, then what is this? So sometimes we say that you take part in politics. Our business is not to take part in politics for acquiring big posts like president or secretary or attorney general. What will do then? We have no meaning for this post. Because for a devotee, what are these posts? Even the post of Lord Brahma or Indra, the heavenly king, it has no meaning. Vidhi Mahendraadishcha kitayate. That is stated by Prabhupada Saraswati. He says that Kaivallang narakayate. Kaivallang, the monism, to merge into the effulgence, to absolute truth, to become one. That is called Kaivallam. Only spirit, that's all. So for a devotee, this Kaivalla perfection, monism, is as good as hellish condition of life. Kaivallam Narakayat. And Tidasapura Akasha Puspayate. Tidasapur means the higher heavenly planets where big demigods live. Just like people are trying to go to this planet, that planet. So Tidasapur. Tidasa means 30. 3 dasa. 10 times, 3 times 10. So there are 30 millions of demigods. And they have got different planets also. So they are promised, if you come to this demigod's planet, Janti Deva Brata Devan, you will get so much happiness, you will live for so many years, you will have better standard of life, 1,000 times more than others. They are described in the Vedas. But a devotee says that this Tidasapura, this heavenly planet, is as good as phantasmagoria. They have no value for these things. So, this is the aspiration of the Kurmis, to elevate life to higher standard of life. As the world is going on, the struggle is going on for having a higher standard of life. But they are becoming implicated. Now there was bull-drawn cart or horse-drawn carriages. Now they have got nice cars also, but the problem is petrol. So the Kurmi world is like that. You create one kind of happiness, by side you create another kind of unhappiness. This is called Kurmi Yoga. Just like if you want to raise one big skyscraper building, then you have to dig somewhere to get the earth, to make the bricks and the iron. You cannot manufacture without taking help of the nature. So if you raise here, you must dig here. This is Karma Yoga. If you want to enjoy something extraordinarily, you must create another unhappiness extraordinary. This is called Karmi. Therefore they are murhas. Murhas means rascals, asses. They do not know that by increasing every year new motor cars, I am creating another problem. If there is no petrol, then the whole business will be spoiled. That they do not know. And because they do not know, they are called asses. Mura. The effect they do not know. So, the Tidasapura, going to the heavenly planet, just like they are going to the moon planet, but problems after problem, contemplating how to make a platform in the sky to get petrol. The problem is there. Not that very easily going. The problematic. Things are problematic. So, these kinds of plans, just like Ravan, he said, what is the use of? I become devotee. If you want to go to the heavenly planet, I shall make a solid staircase, reinforced concrete, and you can go there. There is no need of endeavoring for austerities, penance, no. So, these people are trying like Ravan, that we shall take you to the moon planet, Venus planet, this planet, and give us money. Now we spend, you go on spending. In future. So, these Kurmis are just like phantasmagoria, will-o'-the-wisp. And Gyanis, they are also merging into the effulgence of Brahma. That is also another foolishness. Because actually nobody can remain in that. Just like we are feeling happy here because we have got so many friends here, ladies and gentlemen, and you are talking. Now, if it was vacant, nobody is here, sometimes in our temple, that's not very good. Nobody likes to sit. This is a fact, every day. Because we are so many, it is very pleasing to sit there. So, by nature, a living entity wants society. Society, friendship and love, divinely bestowed upon man. That is required. And if you live in a forlorn place, nobody is there, no society, no friend, then how long you can stay there? You cannot stay. Just like if you go on the sky by aeroplane, after 4, 5, 6 hours, you become disturbed when the plane will get down. When the plane will get down. This is natural. Why? Why the plane? You are flying very nicely. There is no turmoil, no noise in the sky. Go nicely. No. Similarly, in the ship also, you travel for many days. So it will be disturbing. People are searching after when we shall land in some place. So living entity by nature, he wants association. Artificially he wants to, just like some of the divorced, they like that now we shall go in a solitary place and chant Hare Krishna. That is a different position. It is not possible for the ordinary man. So going to the Brahma effulgence, simply realizing that I am spirit soul, I have nothing to do, that will not be beneficial. It will again come down. Arujya krichena parang padang tataha patanti adha anadrita jusmadangraya. If you do not get shelter, simply to remain in the impersonal Brahma effulgence will not make you happy. Artificially you can stay there for some time, otherwise you will again fall down in this material world for varieties of enjoyment. Because that impersonality is impersonal person, those who are attached to impersonal philosophy, they do not care to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They say it is Maya. To become impersonal is perfection. So they cannot remain in impersonal feature for very long time, because nature, we are part and parcel of Krishna. The only fault is that we have tried to imitate Krishna here in this material world. Otherwise, that instinct is there. Just like Krishna is enjoying with gopis and Radharani. But because I am part and parcel of Krishna, that instinct must be in me also, in minute quantity. But that must be in me. Therefore, we also want to enjoy with so-called lover or beloved or girls or boys. But we are trying to enjoy in a false platform, this material world. Therefore we are becoming baffled. The same enjoyment is Krishna is offering by his descendants, that if you want to enjoy like this in the society of beautiful young boys and girls, come to me, here it is. Reality. But that they will do. That they will make impersonal. Being frustrated in this material platform, they want to make it zero, sunnavadi. Sunnavadi. be disgusting, because you cannot be happy in this material enjoyment. So at times it will be disgusting. That is Jnana Bhumika. So we have tried our best. What is the use of this enjoyment? Brahma Sattva Jagan Mithya, this is all false. Now let us become Brahma, become one with Brahma. But that is also false. That idea to become one with Brahma, that is also false. So reality is Krishna consciousness. Therefore, these sages, big, great sages, they are hearing Sutta Goswami. They ask the reason why the king, Maharaj Parikshit, punished that Kali in the dress of a king. And so, if possible, kindly describe the reason, and provided it will help our Krishna consciousness. This is the condition. Jadi Krishna kathasrayam, if there is connection with Krishna, just like the Bhagavad Gita, it is a topic on the battlefield. Sinayo rubhayon madhi rathasthapayamai achyuta. Arjuna is asking Krishna, please keep my chariot between the two flanks of armies. This is completely military proposal. But why you are interested to hear about Bhagavad Gita? Because Krishna Kathasrayam. Because there is Krishna Katha, there is an instruction of Krishna. Therefore interest. Otherwise, what is the use of hearing somebody is fighting with somebody and is asking his chariot driver, place my chariot in this position, let me see whom I shall have to fight. So, what is the use of? There is no use. People are interested in reading, but they are reading all so-called literature, poetry, but we are not interested in such kind of literature, because there is no Krishna Katha. We are interested in Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Why? Because it is Krishna Katha. The same propensity, everyone wants to read something. So we also want to read something. But we read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita because there is Krishna Katha. We are not interested with any other rubbish literature. However, nicely it is prepared. Tadvaga visarga janataga viplava. Janataga viplava jasmin pratishlokam avadhavatapi namani anantasya jasankitani jat sinnanti gayanti ginanti sadhava. That kind of literature where namani anantasya, the holy name of the Ananta, the Supreme Unlimited, namani anantasya, jasankitani, his glories are described. Such kind of literature, sinnanti, ginanti, gayanti, sadhava. That is interesting to the sadhava. They hear, they chant, sinnanti, gayanti, ginanti, and accept the philosophy. Tadvaga visarga janataga jasmin pratisloka, even those verses are not very nicely composed from literary point of view. Still, a sadhu who is saintly person, he will take interest of that kind of literature. And other literature, tadvayasa tirtham. Other literature, because there is no description of the Supreme Absolute, that is the pleasure place for the crows, tadvayasa Tirtham. So we are not interested with such kind of literature. However, from literary point of view, from poetic point of view, they are very nicely written. If there is no Krishna Katha, there is no description of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, no devotee should be interested. Even we do not touch the daily newspaper. Why? Because there is no Krishna Katha. What is the same thing? Puna puna chadvita chadvananam. Repeating the same. This man was stolen of his property. This politician has said like this, that politician has replied like this. There was disaster, there was fire, there was this. These news are full with newspaper, so many bunch of papers. So who cares for it? So the boy something, crow-like men, not these swans, white swans. White swans, they go to the very clear water where there is nice garden, nice birds are chirping, nice fruits are there. You will find the white swans will go there in the park, and the crows will go where everything garbage, nasty things are thrown away. They'll enjoy there. Even in the animals, in the birds, you'll find this distinction. Why the crow does not go to the nice garden? And why the swan does not go to the crow society? So there are different classes of men. Crow society and swan society. The swan society is different from the crow society. How you can make equal? The people are try to make classless society. It is not possible to make classless society because every living entity is being controlled by a different quality. So the qualitative distinction must be there. You cannot make them classless. It is all imagination. The crow class, the swan class, the pigeon class, the dog class, even in the animal, even in the birds, even in the plants, there is a plant, rose tree, and there are other plants. It is useless, no fruit, no flower. It is simply meant for becoming fuel. So by nature there are so many distinctions. You cannot make equal everything. This is called variety. But everything is required, provided one knows how to utilize it. And that is possible by Krishna conscious person, not by ordinary person. To accept all varieties of creation and engage them in Krishna's service. That is Krishna consciousness. So, the first condition is jadi, if Krishna kathasam. That should be the principle of devotees. Anything which has no connection with Krishna, we have no interest. Let it go. We are simply interested if it is related with Krishna. Nirbandhe Krishna sambandhe yukta vairagamuccha. Our principle is to follow the Goswamis. They have given two formulas, Rupa Goswami. Prapanchikataya buddhya hari sambandhi vastuna mumuksuvi parityaga phalgu vairaga kathat. Where there is connection of Krishna, if you can utilize it for Krishna, just like we are utilizing everything, this building we are utilizing, the chandelier we are utilizing, we are using this microphone and using paper and press. We are using everything. But why? For Krishna. We are not engaged here for singing cinema songs or like that. No. We can utilize this instrument for singing the glory of Krishna. Therefore we have to take advantage. Otherwise, but people, there are so-called Tyagis. These people are using material things. This man is taking material advantage, at the same time he is condemning material advantage. We don't condemn. We simply teach people that utilize for Krishna, Nirbandhi Krishna Sambandhi. We don't condemn. We don't say that don't manufacture this microphone. Yes, microphone, but use it for declaring glories of the Lord. Then it is fully utilized. That is our process, Krishna consciousness. So, we are not these so-called Mayavadi sannyasis, Brahma, Sattva, Jagan, Mithya. Why Jagan Mithya? Mithya means false. They say the Jagat Mithya, this whole material world is false. We don't say false. We say it is temporary. And so long it is in use, you utilize it for Krishna. Then even this material world will be utilized for Krishna consciousness. This is our propaganda. We don't reject anything. Therefore, Rupa Goswami, prapunchikataya buddhya, Hari sambandhi vastuna, a thing which can be used for the service of Hari, Krishna, if it is given up as material, that vairagya, that renunciation is not very good. That renunciation, I have renounced everything. Just like amongst the Jains, they will not ride on car, they will walk. So our principle is not like that. No, we shall not take advantage of the motor car or the airplanes. These are all material. I shall walk. Why shall I walk? If I would not have taken the advantage of the aeroplanes, how I could preach Krishna consciousness all over the world so sweetly? We must take all advantage, but for Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. We shall encourage people. But the thing is that we may not forget. If by material opulence we forget Krishna, then that is suicidal. That is it. Therefore, we have to be little careful. We may drive the Rolls-Royce car, but may not identify with the car. And now I become Rolls-Royce. You are Chevrolet. I am Rolls-Royce. Don't become nonsense like that. Rolls-Royce car is different from you and Chevrolet car is also different from you. You can take advantage of them. Don't identify. They are identified with the matter. That is the defect. That is called Maya. He is not identifying with Krishna, that I am part and parcel of Krishna. I am not part and parcel of this Rolls-Royce car. If one keeps himself, awakened in this way, so in any condition of life, he is liberated. Any condition. That is also given by Rupa Goswami. Yeah. Ihajasya harer dasya karmana manasa vacha nikhileshu api avasthashu jivan mukta sa uchyate. Iha means desire. Jasya, anybody's desire, is always thinking how to serve Krishna. How to serve Krishna with whole world paraphernalia. Is planning. Such person Ihajasya Harer Dasya. His main aim is how to serve Krishna. Karmana manusavacha. One can serve Krishna by his activities, karmana, by mind, by thinking, by planning how to do it nicely. Mind is also required. Karmana manusa, vacha, and by words, how preaching. Such person, nikhileshu api avasthasu, in any condition of life, he may be. He may be in Vrindavan or he may be in hell. He has nothing to do with anything else except with Krishna. Jivan mukta sa uchate, he is always liberated. That is required. Therefore, it is said, Jadi Krishna Katha Asram. If this description, which I am asking you, what is the reason that Parikshit Maharaj was going on his tour, royal tour? What business he had to punish one man who dressed like a king and trying to kill cows? So why he was interested? Is it for Krishna or for his personal interest? If it is for Krishna, then please, Kathatam, Mahabhaga, you are most fortunate. Please describe this. And another point is, Nideva Chinnadhik. Nideva, Ni means human being. And Deva means God. So the king is considered as God in the human society. Just see what should be the position of the king. And how much qualified he must be. Because a king is supposed to be representative of God to develop Krishna consciousness of the people. That is king's duty. Therefore he is called Nideva. Anyone who is trying for Krishna to make people Krishna conscious, he is representative of Krishna, real representative. Therefore Guru is offered the respect exactly like Krishna. Sakshad haritena samasta shastri ruktas tatha bhavat. Because he is kintu prabhuja priyayevatas. He is doing the most confidential service, Krishna. Krishna wants everyone to surrender to him. And the spiritual master is doing the same. Please surrender to Krishna. Therefore he is the most confidential servant of Krishna. He should be honored as Krishna. That is the duty of the king also. Everyone should come forward. The father, the mother, the king, the spiritual master, upon whom the instruction of the disciples of the subordinate words is depending. They should be all Krishna conscious. Therefore it is said, Nideha, Nideva Chinnadri. And he was punished because although he dressed himself like a king, but he had no responsibility. Therefore, Nideva Chinna Drik, Sudra, he was actually a Sudra, and he was taking the place of a king. Therefore he should be punished. This is the duty of the government. Nobody can cheat. If you dress like such and such person, you must deal also honestly, otherwise you will be punished. Thank you very much.
before the deities. At that point, I was in the audience. I was photographing the Pandal program. And it felt as if all the sinful reactions of all those people suddenly lifted. It was an extraordinary feeling. There was such a lightness there. It's stated in the Nectar Devotion that if you clap your hands in kirtan, then the sinful reactions leave you, just like birds leaving a tree when there's a sudden noise. They all fly off together. And that's what it felt like. There's this burden of karma lifting all at one time.
In spite of all the stories of Prabhupada, I, who had been an English major in college and read a lot of fiction, had always had an idea of there being a dichotomy between the author and his works. So I just always had this keenness to meet Prabhupada, the author of this book, the Bhagavad Gita and other ones that were coming out. And when Prabhupada came to Australia, what struck me was that whether Prabhupada was speaking before an audience of 600-700 people or whether he was just in a room alone with me, he was basically speaking the Bhagavatam and the Gita. He was the Gita and the Bhagavatam. You know, you might think that someone would have a public persona, but then when they get back home, you know, there might be other topics of conversation. But he would preach just as strongly to me as the only other person in the room as he would in a huge rented hall with a large crowd. That inspired me to launch a very, very deep study of Srila Prabhupada's books. And I think because I did that and continue to do it to this day, I've never faltered in my faith in Krishna consciousness.
We are selling about 25 to 30,000 rupees worth books daily.
Actually, I didn't know about this movement until Mr. Dadlani came to my office. He was our neighbor, and he came asking whether I could make arrangement for the Swamiji's stay in Jakarta. So I immediately told him, okay. At that time, there were not many hotels, so I offered to give our own building. We started to make preparation. We moved to another house and gave the whole building to Swamiji. Just Jina trading. So this was our house actually.
There are giant papadums? What do you mean by giant papadums? And then my mother told him they're double the size of Indian papadums. And then he said, who makes them?
He's kind of acting like it is in Mayapur during Gaur Purnima.
Hindu and Buddhist religion, the family members.
This is our house. Family gathering. Yes, this is our family now. This is my wife. She had just given birth to a boy, a baby. He told us to ask whatever we wanted. I don't remember, but it was quite interesting. We were very impressed. And he blessed all of us. I remember one question he asked me whether I believed in God. I told him, of course I believe in God. But he kept on asking from me, do you believe in God? This is my son.
When Prabhupada arrived, he arrived and stayed in his room. And we were outside, and then we were all kind of resting because it was quite an event for us. And Prabhupada only rested about a half hour after an international flight. And then Prabhupada, we heard him going around the whole room, quite a large room he was in, switching all the lights on and off, testing all the latches, everything, all the switches and different things around the room. It was interesting.
The next section shows Srila Prabhupada at the Hindu Bali temple at Rawamangan. And they have a band, I think it was called a gamelan. It's a kind of music that plays percussion and gongs and different instruments. It's quite unusual. It's an undescribable, unique sound that band has. When Srila Prabhupada arrived, they sat down all together and chanted the first line of the Gayatri Mantra out loud. And together, that's what they do. They sit and slowly chant the first line of Gayatri Mantra. In Srila Prabhupada's talk, he talks about the Gayatri Mantra and the meaning of Gayatri. They played their own music to greet Srila Prabhupada, but also when he sang Jai Radha Madhava, which is he would always sing before speaking, he directed them to play along with him as he sang Jai Radha Madhava. But their band plays in very minor keys, and it's quite an amazing sound to hear Prabhupada chanting Jai Radha Madhava and them playing those instruments at the same time. It's very unique. And then they walk Prabhupada around the outside. They have an outdoor altar with a very high structure with a chair at the top, an empty chair, and then all these kind of carvings of beings. They bring offerings, and they invite Lord Brahma, whoever they want to worship, to sit there. But Srila Prabhupada said they should have Radha and Krishna up there.
Is it possible for only one person to be initiated? Then Amoghadass said, Krishna consciousness believes in quality than in quantity. And I have spoken to Srila Prabhupada and said that there is only one sincere devotee that I see worth getting an initiation from you, and he has agreed. So I myself, I had gone inside the room and he had chanted on the beads, and after chanting I had asked him the question, Srila Prabhupada, what can I do? What is my duty after this? Do I have to leave my home and come and stay at the temple? And he said, no, it's not necessary. Krishna consciousness means you have to change your consciousness. It does not matter where you stay. You just have to chant and remember Krishna all the time. That is Krishna consciousness. And I said, what is my duty? He said, if you speak Sindhi, then preach to the Indian ladies. Read my books, chant, and be happy.
As a filmmaker, it was an exciting time. This was my first 16mm film, shot with a borrowed camera and 10 3-minute loads of film. And what better subject than Srila Prabhupada and the devotees in Mayapur during Gurpurnima.
When the devotees came to Mayapur, then Prabhupada took us out on parikrama. He took us to the different temples and showed us Lord Chaitanya's historical pastime places. And then he wanted us to go out every year. So here we're going to Srivas Angan, where the original Sankirtan party was held, and we're dancing very enthusiastically at the place of the original Kirtan in the garden of Srivas. Prabhupada wanted the devotees to be engaged. In those days, there wasn't so much interaction between ISKCON and the Gaudiya Mats, but once a year we could go and visit Lord Chaitanya's places. And that was about the interaction that we had.
There was a palpable consciousness that this was the fulfillment of Srila Bhaktivedanta Thakur's prophecy that the devotees from the East and the West would meet in the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya and perform Harinam, Sankirtan. And this was it. And there was an awareness, and the Kirtan was beyond words.
This is the birthplace temple. Originally, the birthplace temple was actually a grass hut because Lord Chaitanya was born in a grass hut. And then they changed it to a concrete replica of a grass hut. And Prabhupada expressed his dissatisfaction that they couldn't have maintained it. It would have been nice to maintain it in its pristine form.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Mayapur was a cow shed and a cement go down and a construction site. And the devotees were staying in tents. It was very austere. This is the Lotus building, the first building. Prabhupada was very much involved in the whole construction. Every time he came, he wanted to see what was happening. He'd go on a tour of the building, see how it was going. He was personally sending the money for paying for the construction. He would get donations and he would send it. When the building was partially finished and we already started to live in it,
Radhamadhava were in the bhajan kutir. Then we built this little kind of a shed just to the side of the bhajan kutir where the arti is going on. There's a lot of people there because that was Gopurnima festival. But previously no one was coming to Mayapur. The whole of 72 practically nobody came. And more or less I knew everybody that was walking down that road. And there were no visitors, they were all just local people. And one time I saw some people walking down and I thought, oh, these are not local people because you can tell by the dress. So then they actually come in the property. And I thought, oh, they're coming in for darshan. And I thought I would get it back to Godhead and see if I can give them back to Godhead when they come. So I run in the bhajan kutir and got it back to Godhead. I come out. And Prabhupada was still already standing there. He had come out in the bhajan kutir also. And he was just standing in front of the deities. And he looked at me and he said, why you're not here? He said, you see the guests are coming and there's no one here. The first people have been in about a couple of weeks. He said, no one is here. He said, people are coming. He said, you should be here. I said, I just wanted to get back to Godhead, Prabhupada, and I just come out. And then he was kind of looking at me and he seemed to be saying, what are you making all these excuses for? He was kind of smiling. I remember the first time I gave Prabhupada Charnamrita there, and my hand was shaking uncontrollably. And I was looking at my hand, I was thinking, why is it happening like this? It never happened before like that. It was really just uncontrollably shaking. He just kind of looked at me and smiled. And he took the Charnamrita. Another time Prabhupada was sitting in the bhajan kutir just on the outside under the veranda with one of his godbrothers, Damodar Maharaj. And I went and I offered him Charnamrita. And he was just sitting there, the sun was shining in it. And he just put his head back and he opened his mouth. And then he let me pour the Charnamrita into his mouth. Then Damodar Maharaj, his godbrother, did the same thing. He just put his head back and opened his mouth and I was pouring Charnamrita. But it was kind of a strange experience because, you know, Prabhupada, he was our Lord and Master, the big father figure, protector and everything, and then he's kind of acting like a little baby and you have to feed him. It was a new experience that I had with Prabhupada.
Prabhupada really liked Mayapur. You know, he seemed really